Morning, ladies and gentlemen. Please join me once again in welcoming eminent educationist Professor Dinesh Singh with a very, very warm round of applause.
Thank you.
As you know, Professor Singh is a man of great talents. He is a mathematician of repute and education reformer and public intellectual, and of course, a dear friend of ours. As Suresh had just mentioned, he is currently Vice Chairman and Chair of the Executive Committee of the Jammu and Kashmir Higher Education Council, which when we were having an informal chat just before, that there are a lot of interesting things that state is doing. He's also Chancellor of the K.R. Mangalam University and a distinguished professor at Jindal Global University, apart from being, which he didn't mention, an adjunct professor of mathematics, University of Houston, Texas. Am I right? That continues that professorship? Yes. And among the earlier positions that he occupied, and many of you all are here, whom he not only guided through those critical years, was as Chancellor of the Delhi University. And there, he not only provided tremendous amount of intellectual content, change in the curriculum, but also, in some senses, incurred the wrath of of that dispensation. But then came back very strongly and was associated and contributed substantially to the national education policy of 2020. It is said that most of the chapters and the words that were used was of Professor Dinesh Singh. So it's appropriate that we kick off this day-long India Today Education Conclave with a keynote address by Professor Dinesh Singh on what is the best ecosystem we need to develop to enable and empower educators. Now, if we had to pick one lever that can lift learning outcomes, reduce inequality, and prepare India's children for the future, it's not a new app, it's not a new building or a new exam pattern, it's the teacher, and most specifically, the ecosystem around teachers. So, may I now invite Professor Dinesh Singh, the teacher of thousands of teachers, to deliver his keynote address on the kind of ecosystem he envisages for them. Professor Singh will be addressing it from here. He's just recovering from a bad bout of flu, but has very kindly accepted this invitation. And we wish you a speedy recovery of that.
Thank you.
And sorry to drag you out on a day
Not
like
at all.
this.
Not at all.
Please go ahead, Professor
Thank
Singh.
you.
Let's give him another warm round of applause, please.
Namaskar. Good morning. I'm delighted to be here. It's always a pleasure to be present on occasions like this when India Today, Raj, and his lovely team organize such things. For me, it's a sort of intellectual stimulation that I derive on such occasions. So thank you very much. And if I understand correctly, I have about 30 minutes, Raj, am I right?
What I thought was you speak for about 10, 12
Okay.
minutes so that we can then probe you further on that. Maybe 15 minutes.
See,
so
Raj
please.
and I are happily married men, and like all married men, we know the value of words. So,
Hopefully.
so we're going to
And
keep
where
it.
to keep silent.
इसी में समझदारी है. Khair. So, Raj just mentioned about this ecosystem for education to empower everyone, empower the world around us. And if you were to ask me, Raj, I am reminded forever of what Gandhiji said about his life. And I'm not trying to say, therefore, that I am in the same mold. Please don't misunderstand me. But he said repeatedly, I have said nothing new in my life. He said, truth and nonviolence are as old as the hills. And whatever we talk about in education, the more I reflect, the more I realize that all of this has been said and done in the past. It's just that somewhere, somehow, we seem to have become a little unsure of ourselves in today's scenario. And what do I mean by that? So look, if I were to give you just one mantra to empower the ecosystem, Raj, obviously it has to center around the teacher. But the teacher must understand that that ecosystem is really meant for the student. And what is the month? Follow the national education policy in an enlightened way. Do not kill it by your mechanical implementations and interpretations of the policy. The tragedy that is happening in our country is that we have such an enlightened document. It spells out in such simple terms, such a grand vision. There is nothing pompous about it. But when it comes to implementing it on the ground, India seems to have lost its way most of the time. We are lost in a maze of strange kind of bureaucratic rules, regulations, mazes, restrictions, backstepping, this and that, and that's killing education in the country. So what is it that we really need to do to empower the teacher? The teacher must understand, and the teacher must work collaboratively with his or her institution. They must assert themselves without being aggressive. That you need to build your curriculum around the needs and challenges of society. The policy says this repeatedly. But the policy starts by saying less is more. हद से ज़्यादा मत पढ़ाइए. और हम हैं कि एक ये भी कोर्स कर लीजिए, एक ये भी कोर्स कर लीजिए, अच्छा एक ये भी ठोक दो, एक ऊपर से ये लाद दो, do this and do that. वो बच्चा दब जा रहा. I'm told that undergraduates spend hours from morning till late afternoon, late evening, just engaging in courses that give them credit without meaning. There's a new thing they've called, sometimes I marvel at this institution called the UGC, which has launched what are called value-added courses. So I want to ask the UGC, all the other courses, do they detract value or what? I mean, what a strange nomenclature. और हम इसी अंधकार में खुश हैं. तो क्या कहती है पॉलिसी? Less is more. कम पढ़ाइए and then change your pedagogy. Teacher समझ ही नहीं रहा है कि the pedagogy is to be project based groups में. So problem solving through projects in groups and learn to flow credit to the student through that activity and watch how things will change. सब बदल जाएगा. और चौथी चीज ट्रांसडिसिप्लिनैरिटी. हमारे यहाँ क्या होता है, बहुत आप हाकिए लोगों को तो मैथ्स वाला बोलेगा अच्छा इसको एक कोर्स दे दो इंग्लिश लिटरेचर का, इंग्लिश वाला बोलेगा अच्छा एक कोर्स हिस्ट्री का दे दो. दैट्स नॉट ट्रांसडिसिप्लिनैरिटी, दैट्स स्टूपिडिटी. व्हाट यू नीड टू डू इज लर्न मैथ्स थ्रू लिटरेचर एंड लिटरेचर थ्रू मैथमेटिक्स. That's transdisciplinarity. And India has shown the way. If you'll give me a minute, Raj, on just this point, because I'm sure many of your friends here must be baffled when I said mathematics through literature. ईसा मसीह से 200 साल पहले भारत में एक पोएट हुए संस्कृत के, पिंगल, who invented profound mathematics out of Sanskrit poetry. And that mathematics was rediscovered in Europe 1800 years later, is known as Pascal's triangle. India did that because we had a transdisciplinary approach to knowledge. Architecture in India 800 years before Christ, I'm talking of historical facts. Architecture in India gives rise to profound mathematics in India. The Euclidean geometry that the Greeks discovered, we discovered that before them through practical uses from other disciplines. Now we've lost the art and therefore our systems are suffering. But I'm not trying to be pessimistic here. So lastly, Raj, the national education policy in its true sense allows you to fulfill yourself as a child, and the teacher has to become more of a mentor So we launched this experiment in Jammu Kashmir a little more than 3 years ago, where we launched a degree called Design Your Degree. That's the name of the degree. Now the whole state has begun to follow it. There, all these principles that I have enunciated are being followed. And let me tell you, so entrepreneurship automatically flows through such project activities. Knowledge automatically comes out in natural forms. And they all mingle with each other. देखिए, national education policy अगर सही मायने में implement होगी, तो India will become a knowledge economy. और नहीं, तो हम इसी तरह लटके रहेंगे जहाँ तक यूनिवर्सिटीज़ का सवाल है. We are not delivering what the nation needs. The government has given us a lovely policy. And one of the objectives is to build a knowledge economy. What do I mean by a knowledge economy? You look at the ecosystem around Stanford University. Just the ecosystem, just around Stanford University. In 2012, its value was more than $3 trillion. Just around Stanford. At the height of COVID, the University of Houston, where I am a professor, that contributed $6 billion to the economy of Houston at the height of COVID. और जब मैंने यहाँ देखा यूनिवर्सिटीज़ में कोविड के दौरान हम क्या कर रहे हैं, तो कहीं कुछ दिखा ही नहीं मुझे. मैंने कहीं कुछ देखा ही नहीं. आप देखिए कहाँ से वैक्सीन आई जिसने भारत को बचाया? ऑक्सफोर्ड यूनिवर्सिटी से आई. Where did this RNA vaccine come from, which saved many parts of the world? Again from a university system in America. हमारे यहाँ तो हम कुछ कर नहीं पाए उस तरह का काम. हमारी यूनिवर्सिटी, मुझे याद है कोविड में राज, I began to scour the websites of all our leading medical institutions, all of them. मुझे कहीं कुछ नहीं मिला on COVID. One of the leading institutions, नाम नहीं लूँगा, वहाँ मैंने देखा, लिखा था very important, urgent notice. मैंने कहा यहाँ होगा कुछ. खोला, फलाने बिल्डिंग के बाथरूम का टेंडर उस दिन खुलने वाला है, ये देखा जाए. That's what we were obsessed with. So अगर टीचर जब तक खुद अपने को एम्पावर नहीं करेगा, और NEP में जो कुछ है, we could have done without the NEP, Raj. I did that at the University of Delhi without the NEP. वही बाद में NEP बना. At this point, I want to just say that, Raj.
Well, I had actually given you more time, but brevity seems to be the source of your wit and knowledge on this. And I think you raised some very important points through your candid assessment of what's happening. A document that you authored but doesn't seem to be implemented, as you say, with any great sense on this. So let's start with a couple of things that you said. One, of course, you were talking of the ecosystem of Stanford University and the fact that it generated value around it of $3 trillion. That's the estimate you're putting.
That was in 2012.
So
it's much more now.
Right. And if you look at our overall economy, here's about 4 trillion. So you're looking at one Stanford University generating the kind of GDP that we do. But let's look at what has happened in the current budget. One of the suggestions, and I'm taking it a little ahead, was that we must create hubs, including university hubs, around industrial complexes so that the skill development aspect of it, there would be an immediate one, sort of an interactive phase between the two, where whatever the industry wants can be communicated to the teaching institutes around. And two, there are immediate sort of opportunities for employment, which is one of the major things our education suffers from. We provide degrees but not careers. How would you look at that aspect?
So Raj, I have slight disagreement with that. I don't think that's the way we should go about it, but it's a very personal opinion. Look, I mean, Stanford did not go looking for industrial centers. University of Houston didn't go looking for it. What they were doing was they were connecting knowledge with society. Their curriculum, their activities, their research, and the Indian philosophical schools of the past, the Mimamsa school of philosophy, so ancient, says knowledge without action is meaningless. पर हमने आज के युग में we have isolated everything. Everything is on the blackboard, confined to the classroom, no action connected to it. आप ये भूल मत करें. आप एक तो दूसरी बीमारी है हिंदुस्तानी संस्थाओं में, यू बिल्ड अ कैंपस इन आइसोलेशन फ्रॉम द होल वर्ल्ड. डोंट मेक दैट. यू अगेन पुटिंग द कार्ट बिफोर द हॉर्स. आप जहां हैं वहीं पर अच्छा काम कीजिए. ये जो 4 नियम मैंने बताया, सिद्धांत, these 4 maxims of the national education policy, उसको सही माने में इम्प्लीमेंट करें. और आप देखिए जम्मू कश्मीर में स्टार्टअप्स भी निकल रहे हैं. इतनी फ्रीडम है हमें एनईपी में. वी रेंट अ ट्रेन फ्रॉम द इंडियन रेलवेज, कन्वर्टेड इट इनटू अ कॉलेज, call it the college on wheels. I have done this at Delhi University already 5 years, so I knew how to do it. We took almost 1,000 girls, half from Jammu, half from Kashmir, and some from Delhi. All of them were selected on the basis of projects connected with any aspect of the journey, either on the train or wherever we halt. And you should see what came out of these things. I marvel. You know, this small group of, all in group-based activity, this group of girls, they came up with a lovely project where they were examining feminine spaces on railway trains in India. This other group of students, girls again, they came up with this startup idea where every time, you know, when you try and dispose of some trash, most of us flinch a little bit because the lid is either not operating or dirty and you sort of flinch. So they came up with this idea where as soon as you approach, it has a sensor, battery operated, and it automatically opens the garbage can, and you put your stuff in and you move away, it shuts. I haven't seen that in India earlier. And these are undergraduates, first-year undergraduates. That's what I'm trying to say. अपने आप startups खुलेंगे. When my term ended at Delhi University, I had already measured, we had created more than 50 crores worth of undergraduate-based startups at Delhi University when my term ended. So it can be, you don't have to go to industrial clusters, Raj.
Okay, I want to get down to looking at the nuts and bolts of improving the teacher ecosystem, which is the key topic of the day. And if you take a look at some of the things, you have the ACER, or the Annual Survey of Education, which continues to be worrying because there are foundational learning gaps, and as many teachers here know, also multi-grade realities, whether our children are falling behind very early or in subjects such as science, social science, even it gets harder as we get up the thing. So if you take, one of the big things is the ecosystem in which the teacher works. Now, what would you recommend in terms of, say, working hours? We had the Narayan Murthy Saab talk about 14 hours that the young generation. What is the kind of work environment you would advise if you were going to be, and that's very critical to get the best out of a teacher.
So again, that's, Raj, I'm very fond of the phrase putting the cart before the horse.
Okay.
You're starting to prescribe work so many hours. Put it the other way around. Make the work interesting and they'll find time to work on it.
All right.
We're going about it the wrong way. आपका दिल लगेगा काम में तो आप और कुछ करना नहीं चाहेंगे. और हम बेवजह मैकेनिकली बिठा के क्या कर लेंगे. तो आप क्या कर रहे हैं आजकल, सुबह से रात तक बिठा के रखते हैं, ये कोर्स भी कर लो, वो कोर्स भी कर लो. जितना कुछ आप स्किल्स दे रहे हैं, ये जो प्रोजेक्ट बेस्ड लर्निंग है ना, अधिकांश स्किल्स उसी के माध्यम से बच्चा ग्रहण कर ले रहा है. उसके कम्युनिकेशन स्किल्स बढ़ रहे हैं. आप देख लीजिए जम्मू कश्मीर में मैं खुला न्योता देता हूँ. उसके कम्युनिकेशन स्किल बढ़ रहे हैं, उसके कॉन्फिडेंस बढ़ रहा है, उसके आईटी स्किल्स बढ़ रहे हैं, उसके डेटा स्किल्स बढ़ रहे हैं, उसके जो है एनालिटिकल स्किल्स बढ़ रहे हैं. और all while he's working on some project in a group. So he learns project management. He learns so many activities. And as
I want to focus on the teacher. The student, fine. What would you recommend for, if you have to train the teachers to do the kind of things you're talking about, how would you change the system?
So देखिए राज, एक चीज़ मैं बता दूं, मैं कोई I'm no seer, फिर भी मेरे जैसे को भी दिखने लगा है कुछ कुछ. टीचर खतरे में है, नॉट जस्ट इन इंडिया, वर्ल्ड वाइड खतरे में है. आप यकीन कीजिए. मैं एक एग्जांपल दे रहा हूँ. मेरा एक लेख आया था थोड़े दिन पहले. एक नया प्रोजेक्ट चल रहा है, एक्सपेरिमेंट अमेरिका में. इट्स कॉल्ड द अल्फा स्कूल प्रोजेक्ट. It first started in Texas, the state of Texas. Now it has spread to New York and also California. इस प्रोजेक्ट में क्या है? It's a new experiment. There's a huge campus. बिल्डिंग्स हैं, स्विमिंग पूल है, सब कुछ है। स्टूडेंट्स 8 बजे आते हैं, 3 बजे जाते हैं। क्या नहीं है? एक भी टीचर नहीं है वहाँ। और ये जो बच्चे हैं जो पढ़ रहे हैं, उनका आंकलन हुआ है, तो जो उनका टॉप नेशनल एवरेज में टॉप 1% में ये बच्चे आ रहे हैं परफॉर्मेंस में, नॉलेज में। आर्टिफिशियल इंटेलिजेंस बेस्ड लर्निंग हो रही है। टीचर है वहाँ बहुत कम, और वो टीचर नहीं है, मेंटोर है। टीचर को मेंटोर बनना चाहिए। परंतु भारत ने इस चाबी को बहुत पहले खोल लिया था राज। आप अगर छंदोग्य उपनिषद में देख लीजिए, और तमाम उदाहरण हैं कि प्रोजेक्ट बेस्ड लर्निंग थी, जिसमें सत्यकाम को जब देते हैं हरिद्र प्रोजेक्ट, इट्स अ प्रोजेक्ट ऑन वेल्थ मैनेजमेंट, फिर उसके सिर पे नहीं सवार रहते कि ब्लैक बोर्ड पे रटो। उसको काम देते हैं, उसको दिशा देते हैं, फिर थोड़ा हट जाते हैं। टीचर जब तक ये नहीं सीखेगा वो खतरे में पड़ेगा। ये बहुत जरूरी है।
Fair enough. The value systems of that should, continue in some senses, and the lessons we learn from that. But if you let's just get down to some of the things you recommended in the NEP, right, which was high quality, continuous professional development of teachers with coaching. There, if you look at it, there are a couple of large programs that have come out, Diksha, Nishta, the whole alphabetical soup of programs that are there. Are you happy with what is happening in those things? In terms of the way they are instructing, because it's at a mass scale that you're looking at, right?
So Raj, देखिए, first of all, I don't claim कि मेरे पास सारे जवाब हैं, लेकिन जो दिख रहा है मैं उसको ज़रूर शेयर करता हूँ। एक चीज़ बता रहा हूँ कि हमारे यहाँ हमने इसको मैकेनिकली बहुत, इसको कहते हैं ना, कबीर याद आते हैं मुझे कि प्रिस्क्रिप्शन इतना अच्छा है, व्हाट डज द NEP वांट, कि आप मन के विचार को बदलिए तो सब बदल जाएगा। माला कहे काठ की तू क्यों फेरे मोए, मन का फेर ले तुरंत मिला दूँ तोए। हम उल्टा कर दे रहे, टीचर को ये कोर्स दिला दो। मैं एक बात बता रहा हूँ, ये जो आने वाले दिन है, इसमें 3-4 चीज़ें हैं, वो टेक्नोलॉजी बेस्ड है, वो डोमिनेट करेंगी। ह्यूमैनिटीज, सोशल साइंसेस सब उसी के माध्यम से चलेंगे, यकीन करो। क्या है? न्यूक्लियर फ्यूजन, नॉट फिशन, फ्यूजन। मैं 10 साल से उसके बारे में लिख रहा हूँ, बोल रहा हूँ। अब वो एकदम पास आ गया। 5 साल के अंदर दे विल स्टार्ट सप्लाइंग पावर टू गूगल, टू माइक्रोसॉफ्ट इन अमेरिका। दीज आर स्टार्टअप्स थ्रू न्यूक्लियर फ्यूजन। इट्स गोइंग टू चेंज द वर्ल्ड। आपका पेट्रोलियम वगैरह धीरे धीरे साइड में खिसक जाएगा। ऑफ कोर्स द पेट्रोलियम कंपनीज विल फाइट एंड दे विल फाइट डर्टी, बट इनके लिए भारी पड़ने वाला है। दूसरा, डेटा एंड आर्टिफिशियल इंटेलिजेंस, आप देख लीजिए क्या हो रहा है उसको लेकर। इतने ज़बरदस्त तरीके से प्रगति हो रही है। तीसरी चीज़ आप उसमें देख लीजिए, क्वांटम कंप्यूटिंग। ये भी आ चुका है, कगार पे है खड़ा, एकदम एंट्री लेगा। हमारा टीचर इससे परिचित ही नहीं है। मैंने अभी नवंबर में एक कॉन्फ्रेंस की थी रात दिल्ली में, री-एग्जामिनिंग द सोशल साइंसेस थ्रू द लेंस ऑफ आर्टिफिशियल इंटेलिजेंस। बाहर से भी लोग आए थे, उसमें यहीं की थी, हैबिटेट सेंटर में। और मैंने देखा कि भाग ज़्यादा किसने लिया? बच्चों ने। टीचर आए, कुछ टीचर अच्छा बोले, बाकी कुछ कर नहीं पाए। अंडर ग्रेजुएट्स बहुत आतुर थे, उन्होंने देखा, समझा, आगे बढ़ने की कोशिश की। अगर हमारा टीचर इन चीज़ों में योग्य नहीं होगा तो भारत को भारी पड़ने वाला है। और हमारे यहाँ संस्थाएं इतनी मजबूत है नहीं। तो मैं तो कह रहा हूँ ना कि बहुत पहले चीन ने एक मॉडल अपनाया था, जब डोंग शाओपिंग ने रिफॉर्म शुरू किए थे। उन्होंने ढेर सारे यूथ को, चाइना के यूथ यानी एम्प्लॉयड थे सब, उनको वेस्ट में भेजना शुरू किया 1-1 साल की ट्रेनिंग के लिए। और वो कटिंग एज एरियाज में नॉलेज ले लेकर लौट रहे थे। डिग्री मिले न मिले उनको फर्क नहीं पड़ता था, दे यूज्ड टू कम बैक। उससे चाइना को बड़ा भारी इम्पेटस मिला। एंड आई ट्राइड दिस एक्सपेरिमेंट एट दिल्ली यूनिवर्सिटी व्हेन आई वाज वाइस चांसलर। कुछ एरियाज हमने आइडेंटिफाई किया और अपने बूते पे हमने यंग फैकल्टी को भेजा।
Which I think is an interesting, let's say, inflection point that has happened that you described. And if you take a look at today, the ChatGPT or the other Gemini or whoever that you're looking at is in some senses teaching not us, but also the young generation that is increasingly resorting to these AI-based systems to gain information.
Raj,
In this atmosphere, and that's my question, you have the teacher. How do you think the teacher and the institute should encourage, bring in a, is there a hybrid solution to this? Because you can't, they will get to that information. What is the best way to guide us through this tremendous transition that's happening? Harness what's good, but avoid what's bad of it.
you know, हमारे टीचर की सबसे बड़ी कमी क्या है? वो ये कहने से झिझकता है कि मुझे नहीं आता है. The first thing a teacher must say is, I don't know, let's find out. मैंने तो इतने बड़े-बड़े गणितज्ञों के साथ काम किया है, राज. I mean, they were amongst the outstanding geniuses of the 20th century. I was amazed at their humility. जब मैं था तब हरि नाही, अब हरि है जब मैं नाही. वो समझते थे इस बात को. वो इतने बड़े गणितज्ञ थे. जब मैं कभी कुछ पूछूं, डिस्कस करूं, पता नहीं, लेट्स ट्राई एंड फाइंड आउट. आई डोंट रियली नो हाउ दिस वर्क्स. अरे ये कैसे कर लिया तुमने? आई डिडंट रियलाइज दिस. उनको कहने में कभी संकोच नहीं होता. हमारा टीचर झिझकता है. वो एडमिट ही नहीं करना चाहते स्टूडेंट के सामने कि मुझे नहीं आता है. नंबर एक. नंबर दो, वो माने कि ये बच्चा हमसे ज्यादा योग्य है. He's going to do better. Give him a little freedom and become a fellow discoverer. और नहीं करेगा तो AI एक दिन उसको खा जाएगा. If he doesn't, देखिए AI का, can I say one thing?
Yes, no, please.
AI को अगर हम नहीं समझेंगे, मैं आपको 3 उदाहरण देता हूँ. 2 ही देता हूँ, चलिए. एक, पिछले 1 साल से ओपन AI ने अपना एक AI का प्लेटफॉर्म प्राइवेट में बनाया है जो पब्लिक डोमेन में नहीं है. उससे वो एक्सपेरिमेंट कर रहा है. It has engaged 30 top mathematicians for a whole year to wrestle with it. In May, they assembled all 30 mathematicians, top guys, at Berkeley, and brought them face to face with this new platform they have, which is not in the public domain. मैंने राज इंपीरियल कॉलेज से पढ़ाई की है. अभी जो लेटेस्ट रैंकिंग है उसमें शायद नंबर 2 वर्ल्ड में आया है. एक आध में 1 भी है. हमेशा से टॉप 5 में रहता है. वहाँ PhD में दाखिला लेना आसान नहीं है, और जिनको मिलता है वो अच्छे माने जाते हैं. और वहाँ एवरेज टाइम है PhD का 4 साल. अगर कोई 3 साल में कर लेता है तो then they say this guy is really smart. Now look what happens here. These 30 top mathematicians collectively pose a PhD problem to this artificial intelligence platform. These are top mathematicians. And it solves the problem in 10 minutes. Please think about this. और हम हैं यहाँ के अपने टीचर को लेके उलझे. टीचर ब्लैक बोर्ड पे चौक घिसे जा रहा है. दूसरी चीज़ जो मैं कहना चाहता हूँ AI के संदर्भ में, कि टीचर उसको क्रिएटिवली बहुत अच्छी तरह से यूज़ कर सकता है. मैं अभी जम्मू में था तो एक इंस्टीट्यूशन में मैं बात कर रहा था. फर्स्ट ईयर अंडर ग्रेजुएट्स थे जो ह्यूमैनिटीज़ के थ्रू आए थे डिज़ाइन और डिग्री में. तो टीचर भी बैठे थे. तो मैंने कहा कि ये सरल प्रॉब्लम है, इसका कोड पाइथन में लिखो. तो सबने हाथ खड़ा कर दिया. मैंने कहा भाई मुझे भी नहीं आता है पाइथन, मगर आपके पास 4-5 फ्री ऐप्स हैं. एक ऐप में प्रॉब्लम दो, बोलो पाइथन में कोड लिखो, दूसरे ऐप से वेरीफाई करो, तीसरे से वेरीफाई करो, देन रन इट. दैट्स ऑल दे हैड टू डू एंड दे डिड इट एंड इट सॉल्व द प्रॉब्लम. पर टीचर अपने से करना नहीं चाहता. Excuse me, but that's what the teacher needs to do. He has to come forward, admit, and be a little humble, and work collectively with the students on real world problems. और आप देखिए बहुत कुछ निकलेगा.
Again, you know, this generation, given the fact that we had a pandemic, we moved to online education, the experiences of that is there. And even as we try to cope with that and come back into reality in terms of actual physical presence, the AI has come in and revolutionized all kinds of information, including for us. And I know if you look at any of our children today, they are asking AI for all the answers, even including their medical things, let's talk. And it's almost like a chat with them. In this difficult and really transformative atmosphere that is built, And given the fact that we knew online had tremendous limitations, and that there is, and even in organizations like news, we understand that unless there's personal interaction, that whole chemistry of what human beings call creativity, genius, doesn't happen. How would you then try and look at the teacher? They're moving from blackboard to digital movements and screens and everything else. What would be in our final 4 minutes the kind of thing that we need to do to ensure that the entire business of the ecosystem of teachers meet this new challenge that's there?
Raj, Rabindranath Thakur ne teacher ke sandarbh mein, once he said something very profound. He said, you know, only a lighted torch can light other torches. But does the teacher sit back and reflect that, is my torch lit? Am I enlightened enough to work with this student or these students? उसका mindset बदलना बहुत ज़रूरी है. देखिए, please don't misunderstand me. There are lots of good teachers. We have all been through this. परंतु मैंने एक चीज़ देखी, बहुत सारे अच्छे हैं तो बहुत सारे अच्छे नहीं भी हैं. हमें उनकी चिंता करनी है जो अच्छे नहीं हैं, क्योंकि हानि हो सकती है. हमारा बच्चा बिगड़ सकता है, बहक सकता है, डिमोरलाइज हो सकता है. वो बहुत ज़रूरी है. लेकिन एनईपी बार बार ये कह रहा है कि टीचर को थोड़ा हट के मेंटोर बनना चाहिए. टीचर जब तक वो नहीं सीखेगा, और भारत सरकार को चाहिए कि अपनी पॉलिसी, अपने पूरी ताकत, अपने पूरी परिश्रम को लगा दे in getting our teacher to realize how to be a mentor rather than a blackboard based teacher. That's what they must do, and that will help change the country.
I think that's a very, very interesting concept that we're looking at, and a big shift that you're talking about, that we move to a mentorship, don't address them as teachers as much as mentors, and then they build the ecosystem around that. Is the old guru, shishya, if you'd like to go back into the past in that one, where they are a fount of knowledge and therefore they're able to light the torch of others. I mean, is that essentially what you...
Absolutely, Raj. I mean, look, when all of us have been through this, I learnt much. See, Darwin ने कहा है कि I learnt much more in the pubs of Cambridge than I did in the classrooms. And if you think it's only Darwin, Newton ने सारी discoveries तब की जब Cambridge बंद हो गया, वो घर गया, प्लेग आया था. आप देख लीजिए, जिनको मैंने आदर्श माना है उनके पास विशेषता कोई खास डिग्री नहीं थी. गांधी जी जीवन पर्यंत गुरु ढूंढते रहे, नहीं मिला उनको, पर गांधी जी फादर ऑफ द नेशन बन गए. कबीर जुलाहा थे, बाय ऑल अकाउंट्स ही वाज नॉट लिटरेट, जुलाहा थे. नॉलेज इन एक्शन, इन सबके जीवन में आप देखिए, ये लोग नॉलेज से, एक्शन से जुड़े थे. कबीर वीवर थे, गांधी जी चरखा करते थे, भ्रमण करते थे. जिसको भी आप देख लीजिए, डार्विन ने क्या किया, बीगल पे कहाँ कहाँ वो गया, हाथों का प्रयोग, एक एक स्पीशीज को एग्जामिन किया. हमने एजुकेशन को ब्लैक बोर्ड में कन्फाइन कर दिया, नोट्स में कन्फाइन कर दिया. और क्षमा कीजिएगा राज, हमारा स्कूल एजुकेशन से ही हानि शुरू हो जाती, क्योंकि हमारे ये सो कॉल्ड कॉम्पिटिटिव एग्जाम्स हैं, चाहे वो इंजीनियरिंग के हों, चाहे मेडिकल के हों, दे आर किलिंग एजुकेशन. मैं क्या करूं? मिडिल क्लास पेरेंट मानता ही नहीं है. वो हर कोई चाहता है कि बच्चा बच्ची मेरी या तो डॉक्टर बने या इंजीनियर बने. वो समझ ही नहीं रहे कि अगर बच्चा अपने दिल की ख्वाहिश को खोज लेगा और इस नए पॉलिसी के माध्यम से ढूंढ लेगा, तो ही विल लीड अ मच मोर फुलफिल्ड लाइफ इन एवरी सेंस ऑफ द टर्म. लेकिन हमारा मिडिल क्लास पेरेंट को समझाना पड़ेगा.
You know, Professor Singh, we've had so little time, but in that brief time, you have, in many senses, hit the nail on the head in terms of what is really wrong with us. Rather than get into the nitty-gritty, you have to get the broad value system of mentorship. I think a lot of educationists here might have blanched to have heard what you talked about, where you talked of Darwin getting most of his knowledge from a pub, and we don't want our children to land up there.
Coffee house mein baithe.
But the larger message is taken that you can't confine education to the blackboard and the four walls of a school. Today, it has to be completely opened up in various different ways. And what you said, really, in terms of inspiration, the Nobel Peace Prize for Chemistry and Physics, if you just take up those Insta things that come, I'm sure all our children would be looking at it. One of the things that the one who won the Chemistry Nobel Prize said, is that it was a lot of fun. I didn't approach myself to be a, a professor of chemistry. everything that I did was a learning experience. And as I went along, I began to ask the questions and then seek the answers, and then others collaborated, and then it happened. And I think that's the kind of system we are moving towards, where we feel excellence comes through that, not necessarily just through putting a whole rote of rules and regulations. Am I
ये
right?
जो हम ऑब्सेस्ड हैं राज, आपने बड़ा वजह फरमाया एकदम. हम जो ऑब्सेस्ड हैं, वे ऑब्सेस्ड विद दिस सो कॉल्ड टेक्निकल क्वालिफिकेशंस. ये इससे अगर हम हट जाएं और बच्चे को मौका देंगे, तो एनईपी प्लेटफॉर्म देती है, उसको सही माने में लागू करें तो भारत बहुत आगे बढ़ जाएगा. सच बता रहा हूँ.
Professor Dinesh Singh, let's give him a very warm round of applause for speaking candidly. Thank you very much, sir. Thank you.